does your ex-wife know that you're homeless?
She doesn't know.
She doesn't know? If she would have happened to see this video on YouTube, what do you think her thoughts and her reactions would be?
To be honest with you, brother, I think it would be a little smirk on the side of her face saying that I knew he wasn't gonna make it after he left me. I had my grandparents and I had, well, my grandma and my granddad.
Okay, so you had grandma and granddad.
Excellent role models. My granddad, he was an entrepreneur, a philanthropist to a certain extent. Had his own liquor store, his own apartment complexes, restaurants.
He's doing well enough, yeah.
Yeah, I came from an affluent background.
You've had, it seems like tears right on the well of your eyes, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Where are these tears coming from, man?
It's funny because you took out time, brother, to listen to my story. I think the tears come from you being a light of hope, you know, because through telling my story, I'm gaining power.
So what are you going to do to make it so that she won't be able to have that smirk on her face?
That's a heavy question, brother. Because to be honest with you, I was really just out here waiting to die. And I'm still trying to find, you know, like you say, that hope that you've given me with this interview to try again, but literally I came back out here to die.
What's up, YouTube? I want to once again thank everybody who comes up to me in the streets and shows me real love. Y'all don't even know. It keeps me thankful. It keeps my tank full. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got my man out here today. How you doing today, man?
Doing all right, big brother.
All right, all right. So are you homeless?
Currently I'm homeless right now.
Okay, so how old are you, man?
46 years old.
46, and so how long have you been homeless?
In between staying in my car, out here on the streets, it's been about 6 months, but in total, 2 years.
2 years, okay.
Yep.
What was it that happened 2 years ago that caused you to get in this situation?
That's a tall question, but in short, I think it's just a broken heart. On the heels of my divorce, just kind of went astray.
How long had y'all been married for?
22 years.
Oof!
Yeah.
So hold on, so this happened 2 years ago, meaning you was 44, and y'all had been together for 22, married for 22 years.
Yes, sir.
So that means that you got married at 22?
Yes, at a young age.
And how long were y'all together before y'all got married?
It didn't take that long, brother. About a year, we went ahead and signed the
Okay,
deal.
okay.
Yep.
So this is a lady you've known since you was 21 years old?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, what was the reason for the divorce?
And I don't want to make it all about the lady, but the reason for the divorce was she was about 13 years my senior, and I guess just time just kind of made us grow apart.
Okay, so she was what we would affectionately call a cougar.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
she had got you when you was a young fella.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How'd y'all meet?
Believe it or not, I was working a delivery job, and she happened to call in for an order, and we just kind of started from there.
Okay. Okay. And so, as far as the official divorce decree, what was the official reason on the divorce decree of why y'all broke up?
It was me who asked for the divorce, and it was, I guess we just kind of grew apart.
Was it irreconcilable differences?
Yes.
Okay, so that was what was on the divorce decree. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So why do you think the divorce caused you to slip into this kind of spiral, this downward spiral that you've been going down?
I think having a support system is paramount. And it was something really spectacular about being married that I kind of held fast to, was that having somebody that needed you and depended on you kind of kept me focused and kept me driven.
Man,
knowing that I had somebody that needed my help and my support.
Yeah.
When I lost that, I kind of was left to my own devices, and sometimes idle time is a devil's workshop.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Do you have kids?
I raised 3 kids of my own.
3 kids biologically yours, or
well,
they
were biologically my ex-wife's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. So you guys never had your own kids together?
No. When I got with her tubes were tied. Yep.
Wow.
She was an older lady. She was 30.
Well, she was 35. Yeah, 35, 36. I mean, that's okay. So, did you never want kids?
Believe it or not, I never wanted kids. I always been a free spirit. And even the woman that I married, I didn't think it was a good fit for me and her to have any kids.
Why not?
Because of the age difference, and because some of the ideals that she held fast to, I really didn't hold fast to. One was religion.
What was the religious difference?
I didn't want my kids to be brought up in traditional Christianity, or traditional religion. And she was a gung-ho, Bible-toting,
Right, deep South Christian.
Deep South Christian.
Okay. Huh, okay.
I hate to be bouncing around all over the place.
No, you're fine. We're just trying to put the picture. We're trying to put the picture together.
Okay.
Just try to understand who you are, what happened. Okay. So, never had kids together. You helped to raise her kids, or your stepkids.
Yep.
Okay. And so, okay. So, if I asked her, like, what was the reason for you guys' divorce, what would she tell me?
She would probably say that I didn't want to go to church with her because it was a time where I was going with her consistently, and then I kind of strayed away from that.
What made you stray away from that?
Well, the Bible says to diligently seek Him for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And once I started doing that, my journey kind of went
away from church.
Away from church, brother.
listen.
Started,
I know all about that.
Dug into some of the hypocrisies and some of the inconsistencies in the Bible, and I just kind of went in a different direction.
No, I totally understand that. Okay, what was you doing as far as your career, like, during this time?
So, on the heels of me being homeless, I was working at Amazon as a maintenance technician, making about $35 an hour.
And how did you lose that? Why did you stop doing that?
Well, again, that's that idle time. And
so is it the drugs we're talking about?
It was also that idle time and substance abuse, yes, sir. Okay,
are we talking about the hard?
Powder cocaine was my preference for years. Yep.
Okay, got you.
Yep.
Okay. So basically, because again, like, did the work stuff? Did you get fired? Like, did you quit? Like, because I know a lot of people that work and are still functional addicts,
And I was for a long time. But then there's also another element too, brother. Deep-seated depression also played a role in me separating from my job too, and also segueing into substance abuse.
What was the depression about? Why are you? Where's this deep-seated depression coming from?
I think I always struggled with issues of self-worth. Always struggled with issues of not being good enough. And
why?
So,
well, I tell you what. Let's do this. Let's start from the beginning. So, where you from, man?
I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
You from Fort Lauderdale, man?
I was raised here in Atlanta, Georgia. I started grade school here in Atlanta,
Okay,
Georgia.
so it's like me. I came here when I was 5, so
right.
I pretty much tell people I'm pretty much from here. So, man, shout out that Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and definitely shout out that ATL. What up, Emily? All right, shout out that ATL for sure. What part of the city did you grow up on?
Swats.
Hey, man, shout out that Southwest Atlanta,
Southwest
man.
Atlanta,
yes, sir. All right, so growing up here in Atlanta, did you have both mom and dad in the household?
I had my grandparents, and I had, my grandma and my granddad.
Okay, so you had grandma and granddad.
Excellent role models. My granddad, he was an entrepreneur, a philanthropist to a certain extent. Had his own liquor store, his own apartment complexes, restaurants.
Man, he's doing well enough, yeah.
Yeah, I came from an affluent background. I didn't need for much.
So where was mom and dad? Why weren't they raising you?
Well, the funny part, brother, is that my mom was a crackhead, and my dad, I never really knew him. So it's funny how
you can have the affluent, parents, and then they have the kids that are basically, spoiled. Exactly. And end up doing stuff like that, become substance abuse, things like that. And then here you are. Okay, growing up, would you say that you had like a fairly normal childhood?
I had a beautiful childhood, beautiful.
Excellent.
Absolutely beautiful.
Okay,
had
good.
four-wheelers, top of the line clothes, heel figure, cross codes.
All the stuff that I was jealous about when I was younger.
Starter jackets, yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, man. I didn't have none of that stuff growing up.
Had my own phone line. We had a house on top of the hill out there in the Cascades.
Doing well enough, man. Doing pretty well.
I was okay.
Okay, and so Did you like go to high school? Did you graduate?
Yep. So I went to Westlake.
Shout out Westlake,
Yep,
man.
went out to Westlake, and I also segued into Thorough High School for a couple of months too, and completed in Thorough High School.
Okay, so you did graduate.
Yes, sir.
Any college after that?
Yeah, I went to DeVry and got my bachelor's degree in computer networking.
Okay, did you ever use that computer networking degree?
I did. I did some, when I was going to church. I built a website for my church. Did some side work.
Side projects, things
Yep.
like that. Okay.
But as far as building computers, I know how to build them from the ground up, motherboards, putting in RAMs, upgrading it and all that stuff.
Okay. So, this whole time you've had, it seems like tears right on the well of your eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Where are these tears coming from, man?
It's funny because you took out time, brother, to listen to my story. It is such a deep story with many layers, and I know I'm kind of bouncing around, but I think the tears come from you being a light of hope, because through telling my story, I'm gaining power, and I'm telling the world about my circumstance, and hopefully that will be that battery that I need in order to move forward. Because currently, brother, I was right at a crossroads, and I'm still there, between giving up and trying again, and I've just been stuck right there in the middle. I think one is not having an adequate support system. Like I told you, having somebody to depend on me, somebody that needs me.
That's something that a lot of men, we need that. I'm telling you, when there's no purpose or anything like that, it kind of sucks,
Yes, sir.
Men need purpose. Men need something, a reason to do things.
We're
you know what I'm saying?
providers,
Yep,
brother.
100%. So, okay, man. Okay, wow.
But that's where the wells of I guess the
The
tears in my
tears,
eyes are coming from. Yes, sir.
Okay, man. Okay. Does your ex-wife know that you're homeless?
She doesn't know.
She doesn't know. If she would have happened to see this video on YouTube, what do you think her thoughts and her reactions would be?
To be honest with you, brother, I think it would be a little smirk on the side of her face, saying that I knew he wasn't gonna make it after he left me.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel bad because I kind of wanted. We had this saying that the biggest revenge is success, and currently, right now, I'm not there. So I think there would probably be a little smirk on her face, saying, "Well, you the one who asked for the divorce, right?" But we had grew apart. We were like two ships in the night, and it was just time to move forward.
Yeah. When you know, you know.
Yep.
So what are you gonna do to make it so that she won't be able to have that smirk on her face?
That's a heavy question, brother. Because to be honest with you, I was really just out here waiting to die. And I'm still trying to find, like you say, that hope that you've given me with this interview to try again. But literally, I came back out here to die. Yep.
Oof.
Yep.
Hey, man, listen, man. You're 46 years old. You're only 5 years older than me, man. You were too young to die. And even this interview, and you never know who may see this, who may be inspired by it. You may be giving life to someone right now that may be in a similar situation, man. And I'm here to tell both of you that, you want to err on the side of hope.
Right.
God always wants the best for you.
Right.
You just got to kind of trust that whatever the ups and downs of your journey, whatever those ups and downs are, that it's all meant to be for the good. It's all meant to be for the betterment of you, right? So when he gives us different tests, he puts us in situations we deem as negative. A lot of times it's to prepare us for the next blessing that we have. But in order to be able to actually get that blessing, we have to have the experience, the experience of going through it, because there's gonna be bigger devils at the next level. So you got to handle the devils at this level first. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
You got to know how to handle those. And so I'm here to tell you, man, don't give up.
Right. And it's funny because I went through that same thing. I thought if I got a better job or if I changed locations, things would be better. But what I found out was that I was bringing those demons with me.
Well, listen, there's a saying that goes, man, it's my mind is blanking right now. But yeah, the saying goes something to the effect of wherever you go, there you are.
I love that.
Wherever you go, there you are. So don't expect, in other words, don't expect things to change just because you switch locations.
Right.
Because you are still there.
Right.
Wherever you go, there you are. And so you got to fix you. You got to fix what's on the inside. That's what I'm trying to ask. Like, what is it? Like, what is this? What is the deeper parts of this depression? What is it? Where is it coming from? And where did it originate from? Like, did anything traumatic? Did anything traumatic ever happen when you was younger?
So, like I said, I had a beautiful upbringing, but I don't like the society that we're currently living in.
Let me ask you this: how did you feel about your parents not being able to raise you, even though you had what sounds like excellent grandparents and a pretty good upbringing from maybe like a materialistic standpoint, things like that, and probably even the love and everything?
Yep.
But we all crave that parental bond.
Sure.
Right? And so the lack of that, what effect do you think that had on you?
Well, you know, I'm probably dealing with some issues of abandonment and, you know, and feeling like, you know, maybe my parents, you know, wasn't all the way together to take care of me. That probably bothered me.
Because you said earlier about not feeling good enough.
Yeah, and that's on so many different layers. We all heard that song, you know, I wish I was a little bit taller, I wish I was a baller, you know, that kind of thing.
So,
yeah.
Look, me and you are the same height, man. Like, don't.
You look a lot better than I do.
No, don't do that. Don't do that, man. Listen, let me tell you something, man. Height ain't stopping nothing out here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so height ain't stopping nothing. You know, anything in life, confidence is going to be key, first and foremost. And so I feel like doing things to build up your inner confidence is going to be the key.
Yes, sir.
And the first step, like you say, is not giving up hope. What up? What up?
And changing your environment.
How you? What up? What up? Good?
Yeah.
All right, everything rocking and rolling?
Yeah.
Oh, it's cold out
I gave
here.
my cousin my old phone and stuff, my old iPhone.
Okay.
I bought me a new iPhone.
Okay.
He moving up in the world. He moving
Okay,
up.
I see you. Did you see the video?
I still ain't looked at it.
Man, you tripping, man. All right, I ain't gonna talk to you till you go look at yourself, go sing. But look, let me let him finish up, man. All right, let me let him finish up. All right, man.
Everybody knows you out.
Well, a little bit. At least downtown. So that's why I was more than happy to talk to you, man, and do the interview. Even though I had walked past you at first, I knew that if I saw you again, I was gonna, do the interview with you, man.
Something special about you, brother. There was just a certain aura, charisma about you that I really thought was appealing, brother. So.
I tell you what, man, I appreciate it, man. Well, listen, man, it sounds like there are a lot of layers that we're not gonna get to all of them. Right. But if anybody out there did want to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
The only Cash App that I have right now, and it'll be Showbread at Cash App. So it'll be Showbread.
How you spell it?
SHOWBREAD.
Okay, Showbread. All right.
$sign
Any
Showbread.
Facebook, Instagram, or anything like that?
None of that stuff right now. I don't have any Facebook. I kind of discontinued that because of scammers and.
I get it.
Yeah.
You said something about the teachers would be disappointed in you or something like that.
They thought I was going to be a superstar. I was a bright kid in school, and I was a popular kid in school. Even though I was short, I played football. Always was a shining light, in my opinion. And I was always pretty smart, good with my hands. I never thought that I would be here. But it's that old adage that I give, and I say, well, there's a man in the jungle that provides for his family. He has a grass reed around his waist, and he brings food to his family. And then segue into the guy in the three-piece suit who brings food to his family. Which one is more man? And so I find myself as a man out here on the streets. I still try to hold on to my self-worth, but it's difficult. It's difficult. If that makes any sense.
No, it does. It makes me draw back to the fact that you never had the biological kids, and that maybe had you had that sense of somebody needing you may still be present inside you. You know what I'm saying?
I think that would have been the anchor. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Well, listen, man, we really appreciate you taking the time, answering all of our questions. We definitely wish you nothing but the best out here, all right?
Thank you, brother.
My man, you make sure you have a good one now.
Continue doing what you do, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.